Hi everyone, welcome to the Robert Show. It is exciting times. I'm super excited since I have today a special guest, Liat from BMC. Liat, welcome to the Robert Show. It's your debut. Super excited to chat with you today about conversational AI, contextual AI, AI agents, agentic workflows, and obviously mainframe optimization with AI agents and the agentic workflows as well. But just for our audience, would you like to quickly introduce yourself? Tell us more about what you do at BMC, and then I think we have amazing topics to discuss today.
Thanks, Ravi. I'm really excited to be here.
For
So
sure.
I lead the product strategy for BMC Amy Assistant, and
Mm-hmm.
I've spent the last few years working with mainframe teams who are navigating one of the most complex challenges in enterprise IT. So you know that the mainframe is still the backbone of critical industries, whether it's finance, healthcare, logistics, but the way they interact with it hasn't kept pace, right? That's why we're bringing conversational and contextual AI into the mix. And with our BMC Amy Assistant, we are actually infusing these great capabilities into our product stack in a way that we are not just answering questions, we are guiding resolutions, preserving decades of expertise, and actually enabling these agentic workflows that help teams act faster, plan smarter, and protect the business before issues escalate.
That's awesome, and thanks for that quick intro and giving us a quick deeper dive into what you're kind of working on, and also setting the stage for today's topic around conversational and contextual AI. I'm just going to jump right in, and obviously, yeah, like you said, mainframes have been in the space for years, and it still plays very important role in various industries, in almost in all the industries actually. So now, my question is mainframe teams have like always relied on manual dashboards and static docs. So it's not a secret. We all know that. But how does conversational and contextual AI fundamentally, change how operators and developers interact with the platform now?
So, yeah, Ravi, it's a complete shift, right? Traditionally,
Mm-hmm.
if something broke, you had to know where to look, what logs to pull, and what to ask, and who to
Yep.
ask. And
Yep.
most times, it will take you a very, very long time. You have so many data sources and documents out there. And more importantly, the few people that know best are also the most busy ones. So with conversational AI, you just ask, why did this job fail? Or
Yep.
what changed in the system last night? And contextual AI makes sure the answer isn't generic, right? It's tailored to your role, whether you're a developer, an operator, sysprog, also tailored to your environment and the current system state. So with BMC Assistant, it understands what's happening and responds with guidance, not just data. And it's like having this senior teammate that you're looking for who is always available for you and always knows what's going on. That's a
Yeah.
great shift.
Yeah, no, I think definitely it kind of helps when you have like a senior teammate where you can just go and ask questions and you can get all the answers. It feels like you've described conversational AI as moving from just answers to actually the guided resolution there. Why is that such a big shift for mainframe optimization? Any thoughts there, Leah?
Yeah, actually, because it's just the difference between a chatbot and an assistant, right? Just
Mm-hmm.
answers is reactive, guided resolution is proactive. And this is where we want to be. This is where the true value is. So imagine how AI assistant doesn't just tell you what went wrong, it walks you through the fix, verifies the outcome, and documents it for the next time. So that's a huge for uptime, confidence, and speed. And this is the most crucial part that we are currently missing in the mainframe.
Yeah, you touched upon something which is very important around the mainframes and the missing piece as well. Uh, One more quick question for you. See, one of the most exciting capabilities is Gen AI driven knowledge expert, right? And I'm kind of curious to learn from you. How does this preserve institutional knowledge that would otherwise walk out the door with retiring experts? Do you have any thoughts around that?
Yes, this is actually personal for a lot of teams. We are keep hearing that from leaders and executives of customers that we're speaking with. When a senior operator retires, they actually take this decade of knowledge with them. So it's
Mm-hmm.
not that
Right.
you have the documents, you have everything, but it's so hard to get there. So what this expert with Amy Assistant expert knowledge can do is actually ingest this knowledge, whether it's run books, tickets, SME notes, even Teams meeting or Slack chat. If you want to ingest it, you can do that. And it
Yep.
makes it available through conversational interface. So instead of losing this expertise and being trying to think about how you can extend the retirement of certain people. We're just making it searchable, right?
Yep.
Explainable and reusable. Yeah, that's actually a true story. People want to retire, but they are extending their retirement until newcomers or new joiners
Oh
come and
yeah.
are up to speed. So it's not just preservation; it's actually activation.
Yeah, that is so true in terms of, obviously sometimes it's like where the knowledge transfer takes a while and there are people waiting to retire, but like they are always waiting for someone to actually be have that knowledge bank transferred to the other person, but it takes a while. But now we can obviously have it as a teammate where you're going and searching and you're getting those answers all in one place. I have another quick question around, the knowledge expert itself. How does the knowledge expert infused with Gen AI help the new developers and operators come up to speed faster? But also, how does this help avoid the costly mistakes?
So, when a new hire joins work, and I think we all can relate, we have a lot of attention. Maybe we get like an onboarding document, we have a few hours with the SMEs walking us through. But essentially, when you have the questions, not always you have this person available for you.
So
So,
true.
this is yeah, so this is exactly like having a mentor on demand. So new hires shouldn't be hesitant. They can ask questions and get
Right.
expert level guidance instantly. So actually, they get a seat at the table of the experts, right? Because all the expert knowledge is available. They don't
Hmm.
have to guess or escalate. They get answers that are also grounded in the real world experience, right? And it's actually shortening the onboarding, can reduce errors and build confidence, which is one of the most essential things because when you are dealing with complex systems like the mainframe, even if you are aware or you know what to do, sometimes you don't have the confidence to do that because the impact can be
So true.
so profound. So confidence is also another aspect when you have this mentor by your side.
Yeah, no, I think that those are fantastic points and great insights. I'm also wanting to learn a little bit about, the difference between conversational AI and AI agents. I've been kind of hearing about this, and obviously a lot of enterprise leaders also kind of ask me this question. But I'm curious to learn from you about that, and then also why do enterprises need both for mainframe transformation? So yeah, kind of curious to know a little more.
Yeah, so and unless you're living in some sort of a cave, you always hear recently about agents, agentic agents, so on and so
So
forth.
true.
What
Yep.
what does it have to do with mainframes, right? So conversational AI is all about understanding and guiding, right? This is the first step. This is where the LLMs excel, right? They can
Mm-hmm.
understand a lot of information and make it very, very simple to digest. So AI agents actually go further and they act. And this is another shift towards these autonomous operations in the mainframe that we are all looking for and hopefully might get there quicker than we thought to. So with Amy Assistant, with BMC Amy Assistant, we are working closely with our customers to
Nice.
identify exactly the use case that we can offload to these agents. So we want to build agents like diagnostic agents, remediation agent, knowledge codifier. They investigate issues on their own, apply fixes, and update the knowledge base. So you can think
Yep.
of them as digital teammates with specific roles. Now, before whomever hears me start to think, oh no, they will take over the mainframe. They will do things that we are not expecting in the most critical system in the world. No, those agents are surfacing and and suggesting what
Mm.
to do, but human still in the loop, right? But instead of doing
Yep.
the hard work to, take all the logs, understand what's going on, agents can do that for you. And
Oh,
you
nice.
can just say, all right, go ahead, do that, do this. So this is going to be a tremendous help to the current teams.
Okay, that's very helpful, and thanks for sharing that, Liat. When we talk about agents again and AI in, a lot about AI implementation as well. I kind of hear from enterprise leaders, and this is like a big topic that also comes up is building trust and safety. So, and I'm pretty sure you know it because you talk to a lot of customers. Mainframe, teams live with high stakes. One bad change can definitely ripple across millions of transactions, and yeah, it can, yeah, change a lot of things. But how do conversational AI and AI agents and GenAI knowledge expert, all these together build confidence to modernize safely? Any thoughts around that that you can share, Liat?
Yeah. So definitely, trust is everything in mainframe. And this is why when we are building our Amy assistant, it is
Hmm.
built from the get-go with explainability, auditability, and human in the loop safeguards, right? Just to my previous point. So every action is traceable. Every
Yep.
recommendation is grounded with real-time data. And
Mm.
nothing happens without the approval of the user, right? Unless you configure it this way, right?
Okay.
And this is
Okay.
actually modernization with guardrails.
Yeah, I think modernization with guardrails is the key, or in terms of which permissions need to be given, what sort of data access needs to be given, and again, what you wish to automate when it comes to uh, you know having the safety and the trust in place. So that's a very good point, Liat. One more thing that kind of comes up is transparency, which is a concern with AI, right? Why is it significant that mainframe is becoming the most explainable platform, I would say, in the AI era? So, any thoughts
Yeah.
around that?
Well, AI can be a black box, right? We are moving beyond that,
Yep.
and especially in regulated environments like mainframes. Mainframes are in our financial services and many, governments and the most regulated environments in the world. So with
Mm.
BMC Amy Assistant, we show not just what the AI did, but why. And this is a crucial point because we will need to track back and explain if anything happens. So it's very critical for compliance, governance, and peace of mind, right? If I'm a mainframe
Yep.
manager, I want to know that things are under control and I can track back everything that is done. And
Yep.
the mainframe has always been auditable, and now it's explainable too.
Yeah, that's awesome. And thinking about like the road ahead as well. Say if the conversational and contextual AI is like the step one, and the AI agents maybe the step two. How do you see the agentic workflows or the knowledge experts that we spoke about evolving together over the next few years? How do you see that roadmap?
So I think they are converging, right? The knowledge
Okay.
experts guide the agents,
Yep.
and the agents enrich the knowledge base, right?
Yep.
And
Yep.
over time, we'll see autonomous teams of AI agents collaborating across development, operations, and cloud. They can learn, they can adapt, and scale expertise. So it's not just an automation; it's orchestration.
Yep.
And it's a very interesting point because one of the things whenever I'm speaking about AI agents, always I have in my mind like these interns, right? At first, we give them guidance and we let them do some
Small project,
specific small projects.
right?
As trust builds, we give them more and more, obviously with the relevant
Oh,
permissions.
wow.
And
Yeah.
I think it's very similar to these AI agents, which are becoming our digital co-workers, right? We
True.
all want to have more sources and more resources to do the work better. We are always short in sources and resources, and I think this is something that can fill in this point.
Yeah, no, I think I agree 100% in terms of what you're saying. And very good analogy there when when we think about interns, just think your agents as interns for now, and then when you kind of, train them well and then give them projects, and if they're doing well, you would want to, give them more work, much more important projects to work on. So that becomes super interesting. Another quick question, because you obviously talk to a lot of customers, you interact with a lot of enterprise leaders, for CIOs and IT leaders, what's the practical first step to adopt conversational AI agents, and maybe the Gen AI driven knowledge expert into their mainframe strategy without overwhelming their teams? What would be your suggestion there, Liat?
Yeah, so nothing new here, right? It's all about the data, right?
Yep.
We need to have a good data ingested in order for the conversational AI, the agents to make sense of it. So I think that what I'm hearing and what we are recommending is to start with a Gen AI powered knowledge hub. If you can ingest your institutional knowledge, make it conversational. That's the first step. And
Mm-hmm.
then of agents, we can layer in agents and we can pick and choose the most impactful or most painful use cases that we want to remediate, right? It can be agents for diagnostic. Maybe you have a problem with diagnosing so many alerts coming in and hard to look through the noise. Maybe
Yep.
you have an agent for remediation to suggest you what are the next steps based on the vast knowledge that is already out there. So focus on one use case that can make a change, something like job failure analysis or performance tuning, and then expand from there. And
Nice.
Revit, the technology is there, right? It's the people that need to change their mindset
Oh,
and
yeah.
understand that this is something that can tremendously elevate their day-to-day work, especially when we are talking again about these complex environments like the mainframes. So
Mainframe, right?
if I want to summarize it, the key is to start small, build trust amongst the systems and the
Yep.
people that are collaborating with that, and then just let AI grow with your team.
Such a great advice, and definitely totally agree with everything you mentioned there. It's when it comes to, not only just AI, but in general as well, when tech changes, when things, kind of move across, it's also the mindset that needs to shift a little bit with that. And obviously, having those guardrails in place, having the trust
Yeah.
in place, having the safety in place, the responsibility of even the responsible AI is huge in this space. So, you've shared some amazing points here, Liat. I would definitely have, and I'm pretty sure my audience would also have this one question for you. And I promise this one's the last one. If folks want to reach out to you, learn more about the different things that you all have been doing in the space, learn more about, I know BMC kind of, releases a lot of content resources for the enterprise leaders to learn from. Where can they do that? And yeah, where can they go back and also learn about the different use cases and the activities that BMC does.
Yeah, so actually we have a very vibrant LinkedIn community with BMC.
Nice,
Everything that we do, we are sharing there. You can also obviously approach my LinkedIn. I'll be happy to
nice.
collaborate, answer questions. We have blogs, articles, podcasts,
Yeah,
webinars. So we have many, many data points to learn from.
nice.
And yeah, so I
That's
think this is
awesome.
very exciting times for mainframe teams, and I'm personally really excited to see how this technology, the AI agents, agentic will bring a change and help these teams to handle everything that is going on the mainframe.
Totally. I love it. And I totally agree. I can't wait to see the different things and how the space will move in the next 6 to 12 months. So looking forward to it. But we're keeping a close tab on what BMC is doing and how you all are kind of changing the game for not only the larger enterprises out there, but also how you all are modernizing the mainframe and making it easier for the leaders out there. This is
Yeah,
great.
definitely.
And we'll definitely keep the conversation going, Liat. Definitely looking forward to the part two of our conversation. But such a pleasure chatting with you. Thanks for taking the time out and coming and speaking on the Ravit show. For those who are watching us, and if you all have questions, you can definitely go and follow BMC on LinkedIn. You can connect with Liat, have questions for her. Feel free to drop them in the chat or even reach out to her and ask questions around mainframe agents, AI. But again, thanks, Liat, for doing this. And
I've made.
yeah, thanks for sharing all the great insights.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.